Welcome back, everyone. We are currently in a hold due to upper level winds. You are watching NS 37. Now, there's something we want to talk about. One of the most significant aspects of a New Shepard flight is the profound effect on the astronauts who've experienced it and the ripple impact it has on their lives and the lives around them. This is transformative. It's an experience that's often referred to as the overview effect.
And the overview effect is really a cognitive shift reported by many astronauts who have viewed Earth from space. This phenomenon encompasses a range of emotion and intellectual reactions, including a sense of unity, having the ability to observe the Earth without national borders, which then fosters a deeper sense of global unity. Also, the fragility of Earth. Many astros report that the thin layer of atmosphere and the finite resources become starkly apparent when they look out of those windows. This helps them emphasize the need for environmental stewardship. It also has personal transformation. Astronauts report a profound change in their perspective on life, leading to a greater appreciation for the planet and the renewed sense of purpose back here on Earth.
That's right, and it's such a huge part of what we do here as well. The impact that a New Shepard flight has on astronauts after a journey aboard is more than a physical adventure. It's a journey of self-discovery and profound insight. The experience, it actually often leads to a heightened sense of awareness. Now, that's kind of like a greater consciousness of global issues such as climate change, poverty, and conflict, as well as inspirational leadership. Many return with a renewed mission to contribute positively to society, often becoming advocates for space exploration and environmental causes. And finally, there's like this emotional reconnaissance, like seeing the beauty and fragility of Earth from space can evoke powerful emotions, leading to a deeper connection with the planet.
And one astronaut who can speak to this is one you might recognize. It's William Shatner.
Yeah, let's hear directly from him about his experience.
Holy cats. Weightlessness. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Oh, wow. I can't believe this. Everybody in the world needs to see. There is Mother Earth and comfort, but what you see is black. Oh, I hope I never recover from this. I hope that I can maintain what I feel now. I don't want to lose it. What you have given me is the most profound experience I can imagine. I'm so filled with emotion about what just happened. Jeez. Oh my God. It was unbelievable. Oh, I'm telling you.
It's just so, I don't know, it gets me emotional hearing how emotional our astros are when they come back from this experience. If you're just joining us, you are watching NS 37. You are looking at New Shepard out there on the pad. Now, we are currently in a hold due to upper level winds. Right now, we're going to toss it over to the rocket and check back in with you in just a little bit. Hey friends, you are currently watching NS37. We are currently in a hold due to upper level winds, but while we're in this hold, as you might have noticed, I have been joined on the desk by Claire Luce. Now, Claire has worked on the BE3 engines for a long time, and she recently took on a new role. So Claire, tell me a little bit about your work on the BE3 and what your new role is.
Of course. So I love New Shepard because I worked on the B3PM engine for over 3 years. But currently my new role is on the Blue Engine's Analytics Reporting and Software team, or what we like to call is BEARS. It's a fun name. And on BEARS, we help all the engines at Blue, so not just B3PM, but BE4, BE3U, BE7, and it's a bunch of software engineers that are help solving problems and that all the other engineers, propulsion engineers, need.
Can you tell me a little bit more about kind of more into their jobs and what the back rooms are really like?
Oh, of course. So on New Shepard, we have the engineering backroom, which is the role that I'm certified as the BE3PM engineering backroom. And it's a certified role that helps support the controllers. So we have the booster controllers, the capsule controllers, but then there is a whole team of engineers who specialize in subsystems like the BE3PM engine. So we have these engineers that are monitoring their specific subsystem. Like I said, I'm the BE3PM engine, and I have teammates that are currently working this launch, but we also have different subsystems like the avionics hardware system or the fluids team. And of course, these are all headed up by our engineering backroom lead. So it is just a few of the people that help make this launch possible.
What is launch day like for your team?
Well, they wake up really early. You have to be on console at a pretty early hour when the vehicle rolls out. You power the vehicle on. You're going to have to fill it up with propellant. Of course, my team is monitoring the engine at that time. So this has all happened before the crew even loads into the vehicle.
It's got to be an exciting thing. And you've been out to West Texas, I think you told me, about 15 times doing this.
Yep. It is a great opportunity to be able to be part of these launches, work the launches, and also work with the hardware.
Yeah, and it is so great to hear more kind of about what our engines teams, because engines are really integral to everything we do. I know we said it on New Glenn. It's like, I think people believe that you build a rocket and then you stick an engine on it, but that's not the case at all. You build the engine and then you build the rocket from there.
Yep, that is 100% true.
All right now you are watching NS37. You can see New Shepard out there on the pad. We are on a hold at this moment in time due to upper level winds. We're going to toss it back over to the rocket, get a status update for you guys, and see you in just a minute. Hey friends, you are watching NS37. Right now, we are currently in a hole due to upper level winds, but not to worry. We get to show you exactly what our Astros have been up to over the last couple of days. And just yesterday, they had an exciting adventure as they prepared for this moment where they are sitting in the capsule as we speak. So this is them, I believe, going into, the barn, right?
Yeah, that is where we store our New Shepard boosters. And as you said, it has a fun name, the barn.
You can see Mihi there. Now, again, Mihi Benthouse will become the first wheelchair user in space. We are so excited to be flying her here on NS37 today. I've actually not yet been inside the barn, but that's on the top of my Blue Origin bucket list, is to go in there and see the booster there. I've seen, of course, the booster out on the landing pad, which is traditional after every flight. All the entire crew here at Blue go out and take a picture with the booster on the landing pad. But this is pretty special to kind of see it still all connected inside the barn.
Well, and what is also even more cool is that since we said we had 2 human-rated vehicles, we actually have 2 boosters in there, and you can see them side by side.
Oh, that is really, really exciting. You can see Neil there, obviously pretty excited about what he's looking at. Mind blown. There is Hans taking a look at, I'm sure, all the mechanics and engineering of it as well, being a rocket scientist himself. Jason there, and again, Jason is flying in honor of his brother Kevin today. Mihi is taking a look. That is Audrey Powers. She is also one of our NS New Shepard astronauts. Pretty exciting to have her continuing to lead the New Shepard team. Joey, everyone, really getting to learn more about the science behind New Shepard. A great moment for a crew picture. And you can see behind them all of the patches that we have.
Those are all the patches that these vehicles have flown.
That's it. 37 is a lot.
It
really is.
It's something that I think all of Blue is really proud of.
Yeah, right now you're also kind of getting a live look at our crew out there, excited for this moment. Again, you are watching NS37. We are currently in a hole due to upper level winds. We're going to toss it over to the rocket, get a status update, and be back with you guys shortly. As you might have noticed, if you're taking a look on your screen, the hold has cleared. We were in a hold due to upper level winds, but now we are proceeding. We're at T-minus 9 minutes into NS-37. Now, any minute, we are going to be hearing that crucial go, no go poll. So let's toss it over to the rocket and listen in.
Director with the go poll for terminal count and launch. Capsule.
Go.
Booster.
Go.
Ground.
Go.
Inco.
Go.
Safety.
Go.
Capcom.
Go.
Engineering.
Go.
Copy all goes. New Shepard is go for launch. Booster, commence the terminal count.
We'll go flight.
Controllers, drop UHF voice.
You just heard it there. We are go for launch.
Yes, we are so exciting. Now, as we mentioned today, Mihi Benthouse will become the first wheelchair user in space. Her story, her advocacy, and her passion are evident in everything she does. Check it out.
I think there was not like this one moment where I realized that my dream of going to space is not over. I was like a very sporty person, so I did like a lot of mountain biking, snowboarding, I did parkour where you jump about walls and this kind of stuff. Obviously, life changed a lot after my accident, and I think the biggest impact, of course, is using the wheelchair and everything which comes with the spinal cord injury. And I really figured out how inaccessible our world still is and how sometimes socially excluding a wheelchair can be, even though nobody is like actively excluding you, right?
She has an inspiring part, yeah? Many people respond to her and she does things that you don't expect her doing, right? And so they're fascinated by that. And I kind of feel the same way. She is, I think, an explorer, adventurer, yeah? And the wheelchair does not really stop her from doing that.
Yeah, so I met Hans the first time online, on LinkedIn. Yeah, I just asked him, like, you know, you worked for so long for SpaceX. Do you think that people like me can be astronauts? And then he reached out to Blue Origin and told me about, like, oh, Blue actually is very excited about it. And I was like, okay, I have my doubts on it, but let's see. But thankfully, it turned out we can do it. So Hans and me ending up flying as a team.
I think it was about a year ago when we first did our workshop with Hans and Michi on site. We made some prototype hardware, and then we tested out the prototype hardware, and we figured out a lot of things that didn't work and a few things that did work, and really refined and practiced those. We have their business resource groups here at Blue Origin, like New Hawking, and organizations like Astra Access have been great to come in and do workshops with us and figure out what's possible and wasn't possible. On the vehicle side, we didn't have to change anything to allow Michi to fly to space. We did implement a few things on the ground side, so some ground support equipment to allow her to both ingress and egress out of the capsule. And so a lot of our work was focused on upgrading the experience in Astronaut Village, things in our training center, and then some of the ground support equipment to get her both into the capsule and then back out of the capsule.
So yeah, I feel like a little bit the responsibility of being the first wheelchair user is also to point back on Earth. Of course, if we want to be an inclusive society, we should be inclusive in every part and not only in the parts we like to be. For the future of accessible spaceflight, I really hope it's like speeding up. You know, it's like in its very early days right now. So I think we're making like a very first thing here with Blue Origin.
So Michi basically inspired me to do this, yeah? And it's her drive that kind of convinced me I should do that too, and to just experience something that I've seen from the outside for a long time.
This is exciting work because this is what New Shepard was designed to do, to increase the access to space so all different kinds of people can have that experience of seeing our Earth from space.
You know, Claire, I actually spent the last couple of days in West Texas with the crew of NS-37 and Mihi, and I can tell you, she is just incredible. I know our entire team here at Blue Origin is just so honored and excited to have her fly with us today. So it's so great to get to connect with her and the entire crew.
I am so excited to hear about her experience after she lands.
Yes, me too.
Now let's take a look on your screen and let's go a little into more depth about the flight profile. New Shepard is a suborbital flight and a fantastic way to experience space. It's a simple parabolic flight, a straight up and straight back down flight path that results in some of the cleanest microgravity you can achieve.
Yeah, and for some of our viewers who might be tuning in for your very first New Shepard launch, first off, welcome. But our New Shepard rocket has a vertical takeoff and vertical landing. Now, as you're watching, you can see, obviously, the capsule and the booster go up together, and then they separate. At this moment in time, the capsule is experiencing zero-G. Our astros are looking out those big, incredible windows. And then the booster, due to its aerodynamic shape, you can see the fins coming out on this reenactment of it. It helps lead it back down to Earth about 2 miles from where it launched from. While that's happening, the capsule is then also making its way back to Earth. But because of its shape, it's more of like a teardrop type of shape, it's a little slower. Now, during this time, the Astros can experience up to 5 Gs, and then we have 3 drogues. Those are those little things. You're like, are those parachutes? No, those are drogues, and those pull out the main parachutes. What's cool about that is New Shepard, again, redundancy, safety built into every system. We only need 1 parachute, but we have 3. And then right before it lands, we have that retro thrust system that puffs up that big little cloud of dust that you see. You think, you're like, man, that's a hard landing. It is not a hard landing. It is soft. It slows it down to 1 to 2 miles per hour. There is the entire flight profile for you on your screen. And another thing that makes New Shepard so special is the size of our windows. Some of the biggest ever flown in space.
That's right. If you take a look on your screen, you can see the size comparison to the Mercury Redstone Freedom capsule that Alan Shepard flew back in 1961.
Yeah, it's so incredible to look at that comparison. Bigger than a 747, and I just can't imagine what it is like. I see the videos, but seeing it in person has to be totally unreal. At T-minus 2 minutes, we are starting to hear the voice of Mission Control coming in.
Retracting the sunshade and capsule access bridge.
The vehicle is starting to go through its bit checks, which are built-in test. Again,
T-minus 1 minute, 50 seconds.
New Shepard is fully autonomous.
Transition to onboard hydraulic pumps. Executing aft fin and PVC bit. Engine thrust vector control built-in test in work. Vehicle is now on internal power.
All right, you are looking at New Shepard on the pad. At just under 1 minute, we have entered a hold. We are listening in to the voice of Mission Control, which is Kate Wentworth. Now, as we learn more information about this hold, of course, we are going to pass it along to you. Right now, we're going to toss it over to the rocket and get more information. Hey friends, you are watching NS-37. We've entered a hold at just under a minute into launch. Now the hold was called to evaluate an observation during terminal count. I know everyone here is on the edge of their seats because this is such an exciting mission for us. Again, Mihi Benthouse will become the first wheelchair user in space. Now, while we wait, we want to introduce you entirely to the crew of NS-37, and let's start in seat number 1.
Yes, in seat number 1, we have Neil Milch, a global business executive and entrepreneur. Neil launched his career through LaundryLux, a family-owned business. He now serves as the chair of the board of trustees at Jackson Laboratory, a nonprofit biomedical research institute, where he supports genetic research to improve human health. Growing up, watching the Gemini and Apollo programs, he adopted the Latin phrase in omnia paratus, meaning ready for anything, to guide his pursuit of science and discovery.
And I got to talk to Neil, and I can tell you he is ready for anything. I know he's so excited for today. Let's talk about seat number 2. We have Mihi Benthouse. Now, Mihi is an aerospace and mechatronics engineer at the European Space Agency. She has dedicated her career to scientific collaboration for the advancement of interplanetary exploration. Back in 2018, she was involved in a mountain biking accident that resulted in a spinal cord injury, impacting her ability to walk. Undeterred, she has continued to pursue her passion for access and advocate for greater access to space. Now, Mihi actually flew aboard a zero-G research flight back in 2022 and completed an analog astronaut mission. She continues to pursue sporting activities outside of work, including wheelchair tennis.
In seat number 3, we have Hans Königsmann. Hans is a German-American aerospace engineer whose career has been dedicated to advancing reusable spacecraft and launch vehicles, most notably as an early team member at SpaceX, where he spent 2 decades. He is one of the world's most renowned rocket scientists and remains actively engaged in the aerospace and space exploration community, serving in advisory and board roles across multiple aerospace companies. He is also a licensed pilot who built his own airplane, an avid skier, and the proud father of 2 daughters. He is excited to share his experience to inspire the next generation of space exploration.
In seat number 4, we have Adonis Peroulas. Now, he is a seasoned entrepreneur, investor, and mining engineer. He is the founder and chairman of Pella Resources, co-founder of Energy Revolution Ventures, chairman of Rainbow Rare Earths, and the CEO of Chariot Limited, which are all advancing and developing innovative technologies and global opportunities in the energy transition. Now, his career and philanthropic work reflect a consistent commitment to education and the responsible and sustainable development of Earth's resources, combining technical expertise with a vision for long-term environmental and social impacts. His flight aboard New Shepard represents a lifelong dream to see the world from space.
In seat number 5, we have Jason Stansell. A self-proclaimed space nerd rooted in West Texas, Jason has watched the space industry expand to offer commercial spaceflight opportunities from his own backyard. With a degree in computer science from Tulane University, he has channeled his enthusiasm for creativity, passion for adventure, and love of science and physics into scuba diving, driving cars, riding motorcycles, flying planes, and of course, studying rocketry. Jason is looking to inspire healthy skepticism and promote science education through his experience. He is also dedicating his flight to his brother Kevin, who passed away in 2016 to a hard-fought battle with brain cancer.
In seat number 6, we have Joey Hyde, a physicist and quantitative investor. Joey recently retired from his career at a leading hedge fund. He lives in Florida with his wife and 5 children. His grandparents ignited a fascination with space when they brought him to watch the 1988 launch of the space shuttle Atlantis, which sparked a lifelong curiosity in human spaceflight and exploration, leading him to earn a PhD in astrophysics. Joey sees this flight with Blue Origin as a continuation of his commitment to advancing science and inspiring future generations of explorers. By the way, fun fact, earlier this year, his spouse, Elaine Hyde, flew back on NS-30. How cool is that?
That's amazing to have something that they both can share, this experience of both going on a New Shepard flight.
Yes, I would like to know what those conversations are like at the dinner table next week. Like, oh, yeah, now I really know what you were saying. You're like, yes, it's like this incredible experience. I have, the overview effect has really impacted me. All right, now let's also talk about the mission patch.
So the NS-37 mission patch pays homage to the crew and Blue Origin's vision. And we have a couple different symbols embedded into the patch. So first we have the DNA, which symbolizes the importance of impact of science to Neil Milch. As you can see there on the left, we also have the hippo, which represents Mihi's favorite animal, her plush hippo, which comforted her in the hospital after her accident and will join her in space. There is also on the patch the tennis ball, which symbolizes another one of Mihi's competitive passions. And Adonis is represented by a baobab tree, which is iconic to South Africa.
Yeah, on this patch, which you can see right there, the spiral galaxy symbolizes Joey Hyde's astrophysics research. The dog bone shape and K are in memoriam of Jason Stansell's brother, Kevin, as well as a representation of the satellite of love from their favorite show, Mystery Science Theater 3000. I love that show, by the way. And the shards represent Blue Origin's commitment to breaking down barriers to accessing space, including cost, nationality, and accessibility. So right now, as you look on your screen, you will notice we are currently in a hold. You are watching NS-37. We're going to toss it back over to the rocket and get more information. Okay, we are hearing from the flight team that they have decided to terminate the countdown for today. We are standing down from today's NS-37 mission after the launch team observed an issue with our built-in checks prior to flight. We are assessing our next opportunity for launch. We're going to go ahead and scrub the launch and look into this issue further and make sure that we are ready to go. Once the turnaround plan is confirmed, we will announce a new launch window. Please do follow us on social media for updates, and thank you so much for joining us today.